come deal with me real quick. Y'all got somewhere important to be? All right, come deal with me real quick. Y'all see a brother with the Bible, y'all don't want to know about Christ?
We know about Christ. I go to church every Sunday.
All right, well, you can't know about Christ holding hand in hand. Let me read that real quick. If you want to go to church, your ultimate goal should be trying to get to the kingdom of heaven. All right, so I'm going to read that for you brothers and sisters. Just saw a female couple out here, and we have to deal with it. We saw a female couple. Are y'all a female couple? All praise, okay. Because I just saw a female, come deal with me real quick. I just saw a female couple walk by. Yeah, come here real quick. So I saw a female couple walk by, right? I said, sisters, do y'all want to learn about Christ?
Yeah.
They said, well, we go to church. Okay, well, if you go to church, you know that you're trying to get to the kingdom of heaven if you go to church, right? Why else do you go to church? Right. Exactly. So let's look at Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? And who worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Now let's look at the next verse. But this cause God gave them up to vile affections. Vile affections. What does the word vile mean?
Vile, like
I-L-E.
D-I-L-E?
That's vile, repulsive. Repulsive. Disgusting. Okay. So if something is vile, something is an abomination, something is disgusting, we don't want it if it's vile, you know what I'm saying? So he said, until vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. What's the natural use for a woman? To make kids. That's the natural use. To make kids, raise kids, healthy kids, loving kids, kind kids. You see what I'm saying? So do y'all go to church?
Yes.
What church y'all go to?
Divine House of Praise.
Where is that?
Somewhere like the west side, off Cleveland, off Cleveland.
Cleveland? That's south side. Okay. Where on Cleveland? What? On 75 in or 85 in? Yeah.
I don't know. Like we ride off the church and like keep straight for half a mile, turn left and
So do they teach y'all about Christ?
They teach me about Christ and like other stuff too.
What you know about Christ? Do you know he black?
No. It's not based on color. It's not based on color. It's not based on color. It's more so based on like nobody actually knows his color. Nobody actually got to sit down in heaven. Same thing.
Let me show you something.
There's no proof of nothing on God is black.
Now the information is out, but I'll show you about it. Now
What does this say? Do what?
New Testament.
What is a testament? What does the word testament mean? When you go to the courthouse and you sit before a judge, what do they say? I need you to testify about what happened, right? A testament is a testimony that something actually happened. That's what a testament is. So let's see what happened in the New Shalom, brother. Let's see what happened in the New Testament.
we're gonna go to Revelations.
I'm going to start with verse 1. Revelations chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation. Revelation means to reveal. We're about to reveal who Christ is. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him. To who? John the Revelator. To show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Now let's look at Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. And his head and his hairs were white like wool. Now look at my head. Look at my hairs. All my hairs on my face. All my hairs. It says that all the hairs on Christ's face was white like wool. I'm looking at your hair. You got woolly hair. Only black people have woolly hair. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now, it says, like wool, as white as snow. Snow is a representation of purity. Snow is a representation of just everything that's wise and wisdom. You feel what I'm saying? That's what that white as snow. When old people have white hair, that's that wisdom. All right. So now it says, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. Now, when you go to the book of Genesis, chapter 49, it's like a prophecy of what Christ would look like. He was taught since Christ was actually taught about since Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. All right. So let's look at this. And his feet. Now, does Christ have a body? Of course, because it says his feet. Look at this. Right here, verse. And his feet like unto fine brass. Now, do you have a penny? Yeah. So when you look at a penny, it's brass. Brown. It's brass. All right. It's like unto fine. His feet was like brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Now, when you put a penny in a furnace or anything in a furnace, what does it do? It burns and it turns what? Ashes, black. It turns black. So he had a beautiful bronze black skin. All right. And then it says, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Now, do y'all know Joel Osteen? Y'all don't know Joel Osteen? He's a white guy. He's very well known in the Christian community. Everybody thinks that Christ sounds like Joel Osteen, a white guy. Christ don't sound like that. It says his voice is like the sound of many waters. He's a man of authority, according to Matthew chapter 7, verse 29. He's nothing to be played with, but at the same time, he's kind and he's gentle. That's why it says he's the precious lamb. He can do both. He can balance. He can say, hey, I'm going to need y'all to get away from here because I don't want y'all to deal with my people like this. Or he could just say, hey, simply, I want y'all little children to come around and listen to what Christ had to say. He can do both. He can balance. He's a man. All right. Now let's see who his father is, which is the Most High God. Go ahead. I understand. However, you can't do that right now because the Bible says don't do that. And I'm just giving you instructions of righteousness. The instructions say that we're not supposed to pray standing in the street. If you see anybody doing that, it's because they want applause from man. You're not supposed to do that. But I can say this. If you're looking for protection, righteous protection, go on YouTube and look up Chosen Seed of God. We're working, we're building. My wife, she does fringes. These are fringes right here. This is according to Numbers 15 to 38. This was our forefather. Shalom, bro.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Y'all have a good one. Like I said, go to Chosen Seed of God on YouTube. And both of y'all can do this. And I will say this. I'll keep you in my prayer. What's your name? Lauren. Haley. Okay. I'll keep you in my prayer. Just go on Chosen Seed of God, YouTube. Like I said, my wife's information is on there if y'all want to see her channel. She will show you how to be daughters of Sarah. Sarah was our foremother. All right. So that's the page. And my wife's YouTube channel is Keepers at Home. All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How you doing, sister? All right. I was part of IUIC. I was taught my understanding comes from IUIC. Yes, they are good brothers, great brothers. I'm a Chosen Seed of God. I started my own camp.
Okay, so still Keepers.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. Okay.
What do you know about it?
I know enough to know that it's not consistent with my theology.
What's your theology?
I'm a Christian.
Okay. Understood. I used to be Christian myself. As many. I believe our bishop was Christian. He dealt with B. Jakes. I think he was trying to, learn from him at one point in time. This was probably back in maybe 92, maybe something like that, early 90s. I come from a Christian background, as many of all of us. We're in the South. We're in the deep South. We are Christians. Where you from? All praises. Let me show you something. You're from Barbados. I just want to show you something. Do some of your immediate family, maybe like grandparents or something like that, do they hold customs that you always wondered about? I've heard that some in the islands do, though. I have a best friend from school that was from Barbados. I do understand that I've had some talks with some brothers and sisters that are from the West Indies. They are the tribe of Benjamin. You are the tribe of Benjamin. That is a special tribe. All right? That was the tribe of King Saul. That is the tribe of Paul. Brother Paul was from Benjamin. Let me read something to you. Romans chapter 11, verse 1. All right, so Romans 11 and 1. I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid. No, it means no. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Even in the New Testament, sister, he was dealing with the Benjamites. He was dealing with the Israelites. He starts off the conversation saying, hey, I address my people. And we have to deal with that. And the thing is, like I said, we all grew up under the Christian understanding. Now, the problem that we find with ourselves is, where did the lie start? Well, not so much, I guess in your sense, it's not a lie, but where did the misunderstandings, because all our people is in something different. We're not all Christian. We're either Christian, Israelite, 5%er, Egyptology, Buddhist. We're in everything. So then you have to start to say, well then, where are our saviors? Let's prove that.
I can't do this right now. I'm sorry. Okay. But if you're going to be around here, I shop at the public, so I'm sure I'll see you again.
Now here's the thing. I go where Christ leads me. So you can find me on Chosen Seed of God. I'm not trying to tell you to join the camp. What I'm just saying is, you can just look at it, look at my wife's page, and you can decide on your own. And I'm pretty sure you studied.
I've already made my decision.
I know you made your decision. But here's the thing. The Pharisees and Sadducees made their decision before Christ came too. And the only one that understood was Nicodemus.
So, I appreciate it. I've done a lot of work from a faith perspective because I was raised as a Roman Catholic.
Okay.
And then I converted to Protestantism when I was 21.
Okay.
So I've done a lot of digging. I have scholarly education, and I put myself in a position with other urban apologists to dig into the scriptures and historical books, so secular history as well as biblical history, for my understanding and for my foundation, my grounding.
So what would your message to your people be in order to fix us?
I don't have a message for my people. I have a message for the whole, which is the Jesus Christ, the Son of God, and Savior of all mankind. And if you put your faith in Him, you have eternal peace. That's what it is.
Okay, but in order to deal with you're talking about the whole world, right? To save the world, as what you're saying, John 3:16, right? The whole world, saving the whole world.
More than that, because Christ said that we are in the great commission. So the great commission, He says to go out into all the world and make disciples of all men. And Benjamin also did that. So fundamentally, our job, our role is to make disciples. I'm not going to come into contact with millions of people or billions of people that are on this earth, but whoever God makes me in to have a relationship with, that those people that I am are responsible.
So before I deal with that, let me ask you this: what made you leave the first understanding that you was raised under? It was Catholic, right? What made you leave it? Okay, can you go into detail?
For example, you say that you don't or that you don't drink and it's me, First Mary, but I'm walking around with a lemon in my car and someone says, "First, you do church."
And then after that, where did you find yourself?
I just realized that incongruence was not for me. I'm not. It wasn't for me. It didn't make sense. You can't tell me one thing and then do something different. And that inconsistency is what caused me to do church. And I started doing it. But I really didn't need it.
Okay. One last thing. And where did you end up? Where are you now? And what faith? What religion? And what are we to do as Protestants? Which is John 14 and 15. If you love me, keep my commandments. All right.
That is only a part. That's only a part. That's not the whole thing.
You sure? Hold your peace. Hold your peace. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Ecclesiastes, I'm going to leave you with this. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Fear God and keep the commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Let us hear the conclusion. That is the conclusion, according to Solomon. All right. So that is the conclusion. That is, it's about keeping the commandments. All right. So as I close tonight, I love being out here with you brothers and sisters. Like I said, it was so peaceful out here tonight. There was no drama. There was no brothers and sisters arguing with each other. That's how we are to deal with each other every single time. That's what we do when we're in public. When we're in public, we address and we
Carry ourselves accordingly.
we carry ourselves accordingly, because Most High is not the author of confusion. See what I'm saying? If you deal with a brother, you talk to him, and you talk to him like a man, you know, man to man. If you're a sister and you talk to another woman, you talk to a woman to woman, with respect. That's how we are to deal with each other. Now, let's look at Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Let's see what love is. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Excuse me. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. So if I love you, brothers and sisters, I'm going to share the truth with you. If I love you, I'm going to share the truth. If I love you, I'm going to share the truth. The truth shall make you free. Psalm chapter 119, verse 142. Our righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and our law is the truth. Shalom, my name is Shepherd Jeremiah Asa of Chosen Seed of God, Israelite Camp, and it's been my pleasure. Shalom.